Hi, I'm on an episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter. For today, we're going to talk about my shooting expedition that I had and sighting in my ATN scope and some of the issues that I had. So we're going to talk a little bit about those, and I'll show you some clips, a few clips, 17 to be exact, on what happened. But before I do that, remember, hit that subscribe button down below. It's over here somewhere. Hit that thumbs up while you're there. Hit that share button. Hit that notification bell, and hit that all button. So you'll want to do that. Okay, so I had quite an ordeal. Now, if you see my video from yesterday or the day before, and I'll upload a link to it right up here. I had some issues, and we're going to talk about those issues, and again, we'll review some of the don'ts that you don't do. So let's get into the video, okay? So this one here, this is my first shot that I took, and it was, wait for it. It's going to come in here in a second. Yeah, it was a little high, and I'm shooting at the center thing. Now, my next shot that I took after trying to adjust the scope, I couldn't get any more elevation. So that's all I got with the elevation. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just move back because I'm at 20 yards. I'll move back to 25 yards. Well, it didn't do much there either. Because here I'm at 25 yards, trying to adjust it. And I'm still a little high. So I tried to adjust it, and I couldn't adjust the scope. So I moved back to 30 yards. Well, nothing is working. And you'll see that my shot isn't very good. So here's the shot. And I'm still way high. So basically, nothing is working. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Because again, I'm back here at 30 yards, and I'm still way high, and I can't adjust my elevation. So at that point, let me turn up to my notes. Yeah. I called ATN, and I said, hey, I maxed out on my elevation. What can I do? So basically they said, do the firmware update. I'm like, there's no firmware update on your website. I meant the latest one is 5.10 or ending in 5.10. And they go, and this is at the time of recording this video. And that's when they go, well, it's not on there yet. So I'll send you an email, and we will do that. So I got the email, updated my firmware, and yeah, let's see, where am I on here? Okay, here we go. So this is after updating my firmware, and everything is still, I'm at, let's see, I'm at number 7 here. I maxed out, so I moved back to 45 yards. That's what they told me to do. I moved back, so I'm back about 45 yards, and boom, I get me a bullseye. I'm thinking, great, okay. So now here I'm getting another shot at 45 yards. And wait for it here. We got kind of a little bit of gusty winds outside. Not bad, but a little bit of gusty. And boom, another bullseye. So here's another shot at 45 yards. And it's going to come up here in just a second. Off just a little bit, not too bad. And here's another shot. If I can find my target here. There we go. Still at 45 yards. And a little low, but I'm okay with that for right now. So now we're going to shoot us a broadhead. And you can see it was off just a little bit. I'm not too concerned right now, simply because of I'm still in the what do you call targeting mode, zero. So I'm still working on that a little bit. So now I'm going to move back to 60 yards. But before I go into the 60-yard shot, I had called him again to ask him, basically, when I'm zeroing my scope, do I need to have my ballistic calculator on? They go, no. Do not have your ballistic calculator on. Okay? The only thing the ballistic calculator is for is if you're using the laser rangefinder. Okay? Whether using the handheld laser rangefinder or the one that's mounted on the scope, like I got right there, the Able 1000. So, again, just to recap, when you are sighting in your scope for zero, whether it's on a rifle, whether it's on the crossbow, you sight it in without the ballistic calculator on. Okay? You leave that off. And do not use your rangefinder until you are zeroed. Then after it's zeroed, then you can use your laser rangefinder. And then after that, you can turn on your ballistic calculator and use it with your laser rangefinder. The only time you're going to have your ballistic calculator on is when you have your laser rangefinder. So where were we here? So this is got my ballistic calculator off, and everything off at 60 yards, and as you can see, I'm trying to get in there. I'm at 60 yards, and I'm way low. After I turned everything off. I mean, it's right down there. So there's my next shot after zeroing it. And you can't quite see it there, but it is a bullseye. Dead center. Well, almost dead center, just off just a little bit. Okay, so here we are with another shot. And you can see it there, another bullseye. So at 60 yards, I'm pretty much dead on. And I'm going to take another shot here. Again, we got gusty winds. Not bad, maybe 10, 15 miles an hour. And I'm off just a little bit. So, let's see. And then here's my next shot. I'm going to my broadhead target. Shooting my broadhead. And it's just a little off, but we're pretty close. And this is my last shot that I took with my broadhead. And you can see it's just a little low there. So overall, with averaging my field tips and my broadheads together, my broadheads aren't shooting that bad. Actually, I think they're shooting pretty doggone good. So I'm probably going to have to make a small correction with those. Whether it be the speed or the adjusting the scope itself. So, again, I'm going to be going out more and sighting in, better sight in with my field tips for practice purposes. Because I got to figure out if at 20 or 30 or 40 yards, if I'm going to be making an adjustment to my reticle. When I say that, am I going to have to bring it down? Am I going to have to bring it up? What am I going to have to do? But once I get my sight, my zero set, and get my rangefinder set at 60 yards, then I'll be able to turn on my ballistic calculator and shoot, 60 yards, 30 yards, 20 yards, 40 yards, and see where I'm at. But that's for, I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of 3 weeks. No big hurry. There's nothing going on right now. Well, the deer season, the tags are coming up, but I don't know if I'm going to get one or not. I don't know. They've reduced a lot of the deer tags. A lot of stuff I won't know until that date in July 23rd or something along that frame of line. I don't know yet. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just remember to turn your ballistic calculator off when you're sighting and doing your zero. Don't have that on. Only have it on when you're using your razor rangefinder. If you're using an off market like a Nokia or Nikon, I'm sorry, Nokia. Nokia is a camera. Where did I get that from? But again, if you're using a Nikon or another brand of rangefinder, you do not turn on your ballistic calculator. Turn that off because that's not going to work. So, well, yeah, well, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a happy 4th, or had a good 4th of July. I'm recording this video after, of course, 4th of July. So, hope you guys all have a good 4th, and see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter. Thank you for watching Utah Crossbow Hunter, and remember, family first. Take care of your family. By all means, get out there and hunt, and hit that subscribe button down below before you take off. Do it now, and see you later.